So I made this video to have a look at how Speedlight viewer, the mobile viewer, is performing. I chose Mount Saint Michel because it's a very beautiful sim. It hardly ever has people there, and it's also a sim that is not really busy. You have seen I just check some of the menu items. I checked the friends list, works perfectly well. Local chat works well. IMs, not in this video, but I have had exchanged IMs with other friends and avatars, and I really like the way it works. If you are offline, you get the IMs, and I really like the function that you can set IMs to people in form of a note card. My inventory, it's quite big, so I'm very impressed with how quickly it reacts, how usable it is. I haven't used anything where I res something or where I put something on my avatar, simply because the functionality is not really there yet to do that, and I wanted to focus on the 3D view and on the movements and interactions. I'm going for the full HD here because I really want to see how the graphics are, and it doesn't take too long, in my opinion, for a mobile viewer to get rest. You see it is starting to rest stuff. It has some problems to do that, but I think I found a trick how to speed that up. By the way, my settings are 512 meters draw distance, and as you have seen, or as I have said, high details, because if you zoom out, which I will do in a moment, it looks like if you are a little bit further away, the objects rest much faster. So that might be something to keep in mind as a workaround. You see, suddenly the buildings start to appear, and you probably start to get an idea why I think this sim is a very pretty sim, and also a good sim to start with. It's an old sim. I don't think they have too many mesh objects in there, which is on one hand a positive, because it can help to check the viewer without mesh objects interfering. It also is a sim that usually doesn't have a lot of scripts running, so yeah. And here you see objects are rest, so let's go and have a look how it looks like inside. I think it is quite impressive. Pretty, the textures are not fully appearing, but I'm sure if you could get closer, which is a problem, because here at the moment I tried to long click to get the avatar moving, but it doesn't work. Also the double finger long click doesn't work. My assumption is that this has something to do with the with the floor not being ground but being an object, and that the viewer has issues in differentiating between the two, which is, from my point of view, very unsurprising. So, but look at the cannonballs, nice, yeah. And this has been recorded, by the way, on a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra 5G, so the top-notch phone available from Samsung at the moment, so it's not a phone performance issue. Now next, what I try to, because I can't walk, I use the teleport here, and I expect it to be on the forecourt of the cathedral, but for some reason I am not on the forecourt of the cathedral, because the creator of this sim obviously has done a lot of digging, and yeah, up there's the cathedral, there's the forecourt where I was expecting to land, but I land on ground level. All objects raised. You see here the settings. So it is not that something hasn't rest. It is just because the terraforming here is interesting. Let's use that word. And the objects are on top of it, but somehow the TP function doesn't pick up the object. It goes on the ground level, which is, to be frank, not really helpful. So but this again gives me a possibility to check out something. You see, on the right you just saw the appearance of the menu to walk. I have no idea where I'm walking, because yeah, oh, back there, interesting. Yeah, I use a double finger and he doesn't stop walking. That might be a lag issue, and here he's stopped. Okay, so let's give it another try, another test. And again the menu appears behind the 3D panel. Not really helpful, but if you know that the walk here is the top. What also would be helpful is if that cone that shows you where you put down your marker would appear before you start walking, because then you can see, okay, I want to go there or I don't want to go there. And now this is interesting. You see, I was walking to the point and I'm not stopping walking. While this is on one hand an annoying bug, on the other hand it gives you some possibilities, because if that could be replicated as a feature, like a menu point, continue walking after reaching the end point, well, it would have to be named shorter, of course, but you get what I'm thinking about. You can use it to walk around as long as you are able to stop that as well. So a pop-up saying stop or not stop. Now I am going to another place where I think there is ground. Okay, and I'm on the ground now, and here I'm still walking, by the way. And so you see I'm now next to the cathedral. Okay, and I'm still walking. So I stopped talking about the walking, and you see the display of the trees with the alpha prims is not really a good view, but hey, it's better than nothing. And now I try to turn my avatar around. I try to get to see the cathedral. It's all a bit laggy. You see the yellow dot that says there is some lag, but if that would be fixed in future releases, there you get a glimpse of the cathedral. And the poor guy is still trying to walk and walk and walk, despite he saying autopilot stopped, which is interesting. And here you get a glimpse of the cathedral. The next part of the video shows another topic that I have found, and that is about the trees. You should not be stopped by the trees, by the prims of the trees. You see, these trees are very old-fashioned trees. They have this cross form where you have the textures and within the black frames, and you should be able to walk through them. easily, but you are not. So that's what I now am trying to show you. Okay, I'm zooming out, zooming in, just to get a bit of a glimpse of the surroundings of the cathedral and how it works. You already see on the right hand side there is again the pop-up coming up because it registered my 2-finger zoom as a 2-finger autopilot start. So that is definitely a bug that should be fixed. But is it a major issue? No, I just left that screenshot in, and you see the menu still is there. I haven't clicked on the menu just to make sure that you see what I'm doing and not doing. It's still there. I haven't touched it, but you will now see what happens with my avatar. I go into the bird mode, and it is not too bad. It is not too bad. I think there were some mesh trees there, some mesh bushes, but I'm walking, and as I have quite a bit of a delay, I don't really control it. And as you see, I'm now at the end of the platform. And I'm leaving the platform. Now I'm in the maze of trees. No, not yet. You see the way the trees are rendered, it's not really the way they should be rendered, but hey, it's a mobile viewer and it will never replace the way things look in the normal SL viewer on a computer. But that's not the use case for a mobile viewer. And who knows, maybe in a couple of years' time, if Second Life, if Lin Labs don't introduce a lot of graphic-heavy additional items and things, we might even be in a position to have the same visual experience. You see, I am outside the platform now. I want to get onto the platform, but I can't because it's too high. I cannot walk onto that concourse platform, whatever rampart or whatever it is. There I am, and you see I'm a bit stuck, so I move my avatar. I get stuck at the tree, and what I really think has something to do how these alpha layers are constructed or are rendered, are recognized by the Speedlight viewer, that it treats it like a wall, which it shouldn't. On the other hand, this makes for a nice little game, because if I zoom out, which I do in a moment, I think, I am using the trees almost like a maze, and walk around. So here we go. You see, he's trying desperately to get through the maze. Now imagine this being a Halloween scene, and these trees would be monsters and walls with monsters. And now I thought I am on the platform again, but due to the lag that was not the case. So I am just trying to get out of here. Given that this is a very script low or script light sim, without a lot of traffic, without a lot of stuff that needs rendering, I'm a little bit concerned about the amount of time that I have the yellow lags indicator by just changing the view a bit. But now you see what I meant with it is like a maze, and you can try to find your way through the maze. You see I am now using the bird's eye view to navigate my way through this maze, trying to get up onto the platform to have a bit more of a walk around the cathedral. It doesn't work here, so I have to continue walking, and yeah, I am shortening this now to the moment where I am back on the platform. And I have now finally made it onto the platform. You see, he would still be walking. He's in a corner, so he cannot continue to walk there. And but I think you get the gist of it, and that you see what could be worked upon, what could be improved. So I stop my video here. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have further questions, or I'm happy to test some bug fixes or help you to continue to improve the Speedlight viewer, because I think you are on a good track. And yeah, let's see how you progress, and again, if I can help you in any way, please let me know.